Hello. Okay, Alien Romulus. The theatrical trailer dropped a couple of hours ago. I have been waiting patiently all day for this trailer. I absolutely loved the teaser trailer for Alien Romulus. I thought it was perfect. It didn't show too much, but what it did do was give us a glimpse into sort of the atmosphere, the tone and the aesthetic of what this movie is going to be. And from what we did see within that teaser trailer is they're definitely trying to recapture that same look, the same aesthetic, the same tone, and what it was that kind of made those original movies special. It looks like they're going back to the horror. And yeah, I am so damn excited for this movie. For those of you that don't know, I am a massive fan of the Alien franchise. And I'm also a big fan of Fede Alvarez as a director. I absolutely loved Don't Breathe. And I'll always remember watching Don't Breathe for the first time and thinking, wow, this guy would make a good Alien director. Just because Don't Breathe in many ways was quite similar. So yeah, enough rambling on from me. I've already seen the trailer a couple of times within the last hour, but what I'm going to do now is play it for you guys so I can sort of dissect it and sort of pick out what it is that I'm really liking the look of with this movie from this trailer. So yeah, enough rambling. Let's jump straight into the theatrical trailer for Alien Romulus. Okay. And already, I just want to say I absolutely love this first opening shot of the trailer. Like I said, this is not going to be a reaction. It's going to be a review from myself. I've already watched this trailer. But just sort of from the look in regards to the lighting. And you can see sort of the atmosphere processing station there through this window. Which again just takes me back immediately to Aliens. Already I'm getting that Aliens, James Cameron's Aliens vibe when it comes to the aesthetic. And yeah, it's getting me so damn excited. Love the lighting, absolutely. They've nailed the lighting by the looks of it from these trailers. Beautiful shot there. Again, just going back to the lighting and that tone. Just from watching these trailers now, it feels like, or it looks like Fede Alvarez has really sort of truly captured that same gritty, grounded tone of those original movies. And yeah, I'm just really digging the look of this film.
Your life. You know I don't.
Lovely shot there of the planet. Again, the lighting. I'm really liking the lighting.
Then this is our only ticket out of here.
Fucking beautiful. See, like again, there's a lot of quick shots in this trailer. Like the teaser, I think it does a great job at not really showing too much, and it just gives us glimpses, and it really sort of sets up the sort of the tone of what this movie's going to be. And again, just from this one shot, yeah, it sort of really takes me back to being a kid again, watching that original movie where it used to fucking terrify the life out of me. And just from the use of shadows, it looks real. It doesn't look like there's a lot of CGI here. You know, it looks like our cast is on an actual set, and I just love this shot here with the lighting. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, for those of you that haven't watched the trailer yet, you'll get this kind of thumping playing along. And after you've watched it the first time, it becomes a lot more sort of uncomfortable to watch or unnerving to watch. Once you find out what that crunching and that thumping noise is, it is a little bit unnerving, which we'll see now in a moment. I'm not sure who this guy is playing the android, but again, just from the glimpse that I'm getting from him and his performance from within these trailers, I'm liking the look of it. I'm liking the look of his performance. Or I'm liking how his performance is coming across, even, is perhaps a better way of wording it. And here we got the reveal now of what that crunching, thumping sound is. And yeah, it's like, you know, how do you make this very classic, iconic scene sort of different? How do you sort of, not improve on it, but do it in a way that is a bit of a different take and something that we haven't seen before maybe. And yeah, to actually witness this thing bursting out of you and actually seeing it burst out of you does add that extra sort of layer of horror or fear even. So yeah, I do sort of like this kind of different angle of the chest burster scene, which we've seen many times now before, but I just like how they've done this.
What's happening?
Facehuggers.
Something in the water.
What do you mean there's something in the
No,
water?
there's just something in the fucking water.
Again, looks like model work, it looks like practical effects, and I love it. And you've got this quick shot here which sort of really taps into this certain aspect of the Alien movies that, you know, always sort of added to the horror. And it's, I can never remember the name of it, but it's when you sort of merge this kind of the sexual themes, sexual metaphors with horror. I'm not sure if it's like called erotic horror. I could be wrong. I can never remember the name of it. And you get that here with a facehugger where it's, in a way, it is somewhat of a, you know, it's a rape. You know, this thing is trying to impregnate this character, this male here, and it adds so much more to sort of that kind of, to the horror of what these movies are. It's just something that I feel elevates the horror within these movies. I don't know what that is. I'll be honest with you, I can't work that out. But again, it looks real. It looks like a practical. I love how he just delivers that line, run. It's like one word. And again, it's just going back to how I feel about his performance, or the glimpse that we get of this guy's performance as this android. I just delivering that one line there, just something about it. I think he does, in many ways, maybe he does a good job of kind of really capturing what Ian Holmes did with the character, and even Lance Henriksen as Bishop, even to an extent. I love that shot. It was in the teaser. Now this, again, beautiful shot with the lighting. You've got that kind of the smoke there, and you've got that dome that appears to be like a white dome. It looks very much like the original Alien that we've seen from the 1979 movie. Spoiler warning, I am going to go into sort of a spoiler here, maybe, into what one of the rumours are regarding this alien, this xenomorph within Alien Romulus. So if you don't want to know, and if you don't want to be spoiled, then stop watching now and come back in around 10 seconds. With that being said, from what I'm hearing with the rumours, this might actually be the original alien, that original xenomorph from the 1979 movie, which, again, gets me excited, really, because I feel like it's going to add this something more to what, for some people at the moment, might be coming across as just a retread or another Alien movie where we're getting more of the same thing. But I have got my own theories when it comes to this movie. And I just feel like, by bringing back that original Alien, maybe, I think it's just going to add a little bit more to what could potentially, to avoid it from being just this other Alien movie. But at the end of the day, I also just want something that kind of really captures that same tone, that's the horror, the grittiness of those original movies. And just like from shots like this, it's giving me that. Looks like something grabs the character there. Now, this part of the trailer, this last couple of seconds of the trailer, I absolutely adore. It sort of goes into silence and we get quick glimpses and shots. Again, it's perfect. It's not showing us too much, but giving us a good insight into sort of what to expect in regards to the tone and the atmosphere. Can't work out what that is. That kind of looks like an egg or cocoon. Freaky shot there with the android. I love it. Again, just love the lighting. Beautiful shot there. That one shot there of the what looks like a space station crashing into sort of the asteroid belt reminds me an awful lot of Alien Isolation. By the way, if you've not played Alien Isolation, please do. It's a fantastic game, and I think, cannot remember enough on the top of my head, but I think this actual film is based 5 years after Alien Isolation. This shot here, now, obviously it's a xenomorph or it's an alien, but just due to the angle, you can't quite make out, like, I don't know if these are like the small arms of what could be the queen alien. I don't know. But again, fucking fantastic shot there with one of our main characters with a pulse rifle. I believe her name is Kaylee Spaney. I think that's how you pronounce her name, and I think that's the name of the actress here. But from, again, just like the android, the guy playing the android, from what I'm seeing of her performance, I'm really digging it. Like, it could easily fall into that kind of territory of just ripping off Sigourney Weaver as Ripley. But there's just something kind of, even though it fits into this alien universe perfectly from what I'm seeing of her performance, it also feels something, it feels different, it feels new. It doesn't appear as if she's trying to rip off or just copy Ellen Ripley. Now this shot here, I'm going to push that back a little bit. Now this shot here, it looks like a cocoon. I've watched it back a couple of times now, and it almost looks as if it's a cocoon where maybe the xenomorph has gone inside it. Perhaps it's healing itself and it's sort of coming back out. That's what it looks like to me. Could be absolutely wrong. That's what I like about these trailers, that they just don't show too much, and it allows us fans of the franchise to sort of really get excited and be able to sort of dissect it. And yeah, love that. You know, it just, again, take me back to that original movie there. This looks like it could be a very fun scene where they're in zero gravity and it looks like you've got xenomorph acid blood there. That looks like it could be a very intense scene. That's a scene that we haven't seen before within the Alien franchise.
Are you sure you want to do this?
And I fucking love it. What a shot to end the trailer on. I think it's the same xenomorph. It's the same xenomorph that we see at the end of the teaser, and it's got like a scar there on the top of its head. Again, mild spoilers here, or it potentially could be a spoiler. So again, if we don't want to know anything about the movie, stop watching and come back in about 10 to 15 seconds. But yeah, it potentially, this is the same xenomorph from the original movie, from the 1979 film. And it kind of looks like, I can't quite work out there if it looks like as if it's almost coming out of a wall or a cocoon even. So is this actually that xenomorph? Is it the original xenomorph that, you know, it's trying to heal itself from what happened to it at the end of that original Alien, and so it sort of goes into a cocoon maybe to sort of heal itself maybe? I don't know. I hoped they wouldn't show too much with a theatrical trailer, and they did it. They knocked it out of the park. It's a fantastic trailer. It gets me even more excited than I already am for this movie. Again, sort of really kind of highlighting sort of the tone and that atmosphere that they're going for with this film. I absolutely love the lighting. I think they've nailed sort of that aesthetic and tone of the world that we were first introduced to in Alien back in 1979. And just from sort of the glimpses I'm getting with the performances, they're coming across really, really well. I'm digging what, again, I think it's Kaylee Spaney. I could be wrong there, who's playing one of the lead actresses. She looks great in the role. It looks natural. It feels real. It doesn't just feel like she's ripping off Ellen Ripley or Sigourney Weaver. You've got the guy playing the android. I'm not sure what his name is, but I'm just loving how his performance is coming across in the trailer. So yeah, as you could clearly see, this trailer, I fucking loved it. It's a great trailer. So yeah, what did you guys think of this trailer? Let me know below in the comments. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you agree or disagree with anything I've said on these trailers so far? Then please let me know in the comments below and let's get a discussion going. Like, yeah, I'm a massive fan of the Alien franchise. Same goes for the Predator franchise as well. And I've always wanted something that kind of really goes back to that same tone and atmosphere and that grittiness and the horror of those original movies, especially the 1979 Alien. I don't think they've ever quite sort of really been able to capture that same sort of, that horror of the original since. And I absolutely adore Aliens. It's one of the greatest sequels ever made. But again, it's a different type of horror. It's a different kind of horror. but it's a film that did exactly what it needed to do for as a sequel. And from what I'm hearing with the interviews with Fede Alvarez, what he really wanted to do as a fan was kind of really sort of blend really sort of both movies, because like I would be the same. Like if I had ever had the opportunity to direct an Alien movie, it's like those two films would be the movies that I would be kind of really basing sort of my inspiration on. And it'd be like, yeah, how could you just sort of ignore the one? You can't do it. And so I feel like the way in which he's tried to incorporate the two movies from what he's saying in the interviews gets me really excited, and it sounds really smart. I also absolutely adore this poster here. I think I prefer the first poster, but I really like this poster here with the sort of the facehugger on this character's head there, with sort of just the kind of red, classic kind of sort of red look of what a Fede Alvarez poster tends to be. So yeah, they are my thoughts on the theatrical trailer for Alien Romulus. If you've made it this far into the video and want to watch future movie reviews and trailer reviews from just some random Welsh geek ramble on, then please hit the subscribe button. It will mean an awful lot to me. And I just want to say a massive thank you to all those that have subscribed recently on my channel. It means a lot. I'm hoping to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm currently sat at 342, and so that means an awful lot to me. So yeah, if you like what you see, and if you just want to follow some random Welsh geek ramble on about film, then please hit the subscribe button. It will mean an awful lot, and I'll be catching you guys soon.